should be able to lock the layer. Yes. Okay, that'll work. Thank you. I mean, that's kind of expected, right? Like, as soon as I try that, let's see. Alright, so I think that'll work, and then let's do, so this will be the, bottle cap. And honestly, the text, I think black is not cute enough for it. So let's do, I mean, white kind of makes sense, because it's already got a white stripe on it. So what would be a good color to put, the DB on? Lime green?
Yeah.
Oh man, that would clash so hard, I like it. That's great. It's like color choices a 4-year-old made. And like, not even insultingly, I'm just saying like, that's like super sweet, like that would just give you, I can taste it, you know? Like it's late at night, you have like a Coke, and then you can taste it while you're trying to go to sleep, and you're like, oh, it doesn't taste good. There. Ooh. That's disgusting.
Mountain Dew.
I don't even know like that Betty would even taste like.
Well, now I have,
Huh?
I would have a lot of questions about it now.
What do you think it would taste like? Diabetes? Yeah, I mean, obviously.
I think it'd be so sweet and it's like melt your taste buds, like they would just stop working. Like,
It
You
literally
ever had the
is.
cotton candy grapes?
What?
Like
Oh,
Kroger,
yeah.
every spring, or no, it's summertime, Kroger has cotton candy flavored grapes.
I never tasted
It's weird. It's so weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. I kind of feel like this is what that would taste like a little bit. All right. Okay, so the underside of the cap is probably gonna be like silver, so we'll do a silver color. It's really just gray anyways. So we'll do something like this.
Okay, so the colors and stuff that you're painting, like you're going over the edges, is this what you were talking about with giving yourself a bleed?
This a little bit, yes.
Okay.
Like if you need to give yourself a little bit extra edge, but also if you need to like adjust the UV just a little bit, this will give you a little bit extra room to kind of do that. Yeah. And just to be obviously aware, don't do that. Because that means like you're gonna get like silver on your bottle cap. And it's not what, unless that's what you're going for, but that's not really what we need. So. Alright, so for the color, like that's pretty much it, just for the bottle cap. I'm just gonna go ahead and save this as a, usually for texture images, I will go with like a PNG or a TIFF image. I like both of these because they both support the layers inside of Photoshop. They're a little bit more directly usable than using just a regular Photoshop document. So generally this is gonna be a little bit more universal. They work really well for RenderMan. They both have alpha channels. You guys know what alpha channels are? Yeah, so there's a little masking area. So if you need to do something like that, you can use a TIFF or a PNG for it. They're non-compressed, so they're lossless. So they're not compressed, so we're not getting any sort of artifacting with them, which is good. So I generally will stick with like, TIFFs and target, or TIFFs and PNGs. Really, any of the lossless, non-compressed images are gonna be great to use. I don't, try to avoid using JPEGs as much as possible. I wouldn't say never use them, but I'm guilty of pulling a texture off of the web myself and like, it's a JPEG. But, you know, try to avoid using them as much as you can, because those tend to be, or those always are gonna be compressed of some sort, and, you're gonna run the risk of having more issues. So, just general meh. Also, a completely stupid reason, but I kind of think it's a reason no one admits to, is PNGs and targets, you can totally like preview them in Windows, whereas like a Photoshop document, you can't preview, you have to actually open the damn thing. Targets, you have to actually open it up. So when you want to thumbnail view it, PNGs and TIFFs actually show up, and that's something I actually like to have. So, I don't know, it's kind of a weird, dumb reason, but I'm pretty sure like other people, you know, do that too. So, anyway. Put that under your source images. And make sure you want to do a name that makes sense. Bottle cap. Now, this is considered a diffuse map or a color map. Both of those kind of mean basically the same thing. It's just going to be the color of the image. So I have my own personal abbreviations that I use for my texture or my map types. If it's going to be a color map / diffuse map, I will always say bottle cap, CMP, or color map. Okay. If I'm going to be making a specular map, which means it's going to give me a map that kind of shows where it's going to be shinier, or it's going to break up the shine in a certain pattern, then that's going to be like an SMP for specular map. Displacement map, I might do a DMP. Bump map is going to be BMP. Normal maps are NMP. So we'll get around to working with those, but that's generally like my way of labeling them. Okay, every artist has a different way of doing it, but I definitely recommend go ahead and give yourself some sort of system to use, because if you're going to be working on teams with other people, you're going to get less bottle drinks thrown in your head because you named your stuff, you know, bottle cap 1, bottle cap 2, bottle cap 3, and the guy who's supposed to be rendering your stuff has no idea what the hell any of these things mean. So go ahead and figure something out now and get used to it.